All right, we are live, and so hopefully Instagram or actually Facebook and YouTube is letting you guys know that we are live now. Without any further ado, hello and welcome to another Watercolor Wednesday. It's been a really good week. I just started up some more classes. Tuesday night, class was full, and we had 14 students. And today's class of another 10. So I hope you guys are doing really good. It's nice and sunny out here in San Diego. It's actually warmed up. It's been a little cold. And today I've got some really good stuff for you. But first of all, if you did not see this, holy cow. So our friends over at Escoda, they came out with this brush. Have you guys seen this? Let me pull this up. So check this out. Look at that brush. Isn't that amazing? Look at that thing. So this is the new Ultimo, and this is the gentleman that worked with Escoda. Look at that thing. It's got these cool holes. Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that, where there's actually holes in the ferrule. And so this brush just came out. There was a big event in Germany, in Frankfurt, and Daniel Smith was even there. They had a cool booth and a whole bunch of we had Anderson and Nico. But look at this thing. Let me just pause this for a second. And this thing holds 50% more water. Wow, welcome, all 9 of you. Throw into the comments where you're coming from. It's good to see you guys. I can see you guys are on Facebook and here on YouTube. So check out this brush. It's got synthetic hair that acts like squirrel, which is super rad. The handle has a little section on it that's a little flat. So if you have problems with your brushes, like rolling off, you will not have this problem. Let's go ahead and hit play some more. And so I'm super stoked to get my hands on one of these. It has a really nice tip. Again, they have their signatured stamp. All right, who we got here? We got Deborah, and Deborah says, "Hi, Gabriel. Afternoon from Vancouver Island. Love the Opus demo." Oh, hey! Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I was kicking it with the Opus people up in Canada. Who else we got? Sally here. Hello, Gabriel. From Massachusetts, Canada. Massachusetts. Sorry. And then we've got Debbie. Hey, there's Debbie. There's one of my students. And so I'll see you next week, Deb. So Deb is all... I have a few people that I tutor on Zoom, and she's one of them. And who else we got on here? Oh, hey, here's Nancy. Hi, Gabe from Maryland. Super good to have you always, Nancy. Thank you so much. So we're just checking out this brush by Escoda. Look at that thing. Isn't it just gorgeous? Even just the way it's displayed. Just amazing. So this thing holds 50% more water. The size that comes is a 20. So it's a good size brush. You definitely want to paint some good size paintings with this brush, but this is the first time maybe you've seen it this week. I just released it. at this event in Frankenfurt. And yeah, I'm super stoked. And then let me go over here. We have our interview with Kelly. Or sorry, Carrie. Jeez, it's been a long day. I apologize. So Carrie Waller, we did an interview. So yes, it's true. I now am doing interviews with professional artists. It's a little secret, but watch for Monday's next interview with another artist. I've been doing these little interviews and getting them together. If you haven't seen the interview with Carrie Waller, you should check it out. I've started this new series here on my channel so that you can see all the different camps of watercolor, okay? And you found yourself here at Watercolor Wednesday, and we're actually gonna do some painting. And what else we got here in the comments? Yeah, we got a thumbs up from Debbie. Thanks so much. You're so sweet. Yeah, it's been a good week. We accomplished quite a bit. I had to buy my flight ticket to go out to Idaho in a few months. Actually, 2 months from now, I'm teaching a workshop up in Boise, Idaho. So I'm super stoked about that. And while I'm getting set up here, so again, we've got Escoda. We'll be showing some of their brushes today. If you're not familiar with Escoda, that's okay. Let me go ahead and put away this cool deal here. So thanks again for joining me. Oh my gosh, I should just stop talking and let you guys see some painting going on. So I'm super stoked about today's painting. We're gonna show today how to do some editing. All right, so I know as painters of light, we are driving around and we see something and we take a quick snapshot or with our phone, right? Just like, and what tends to happen is we end up maybe painting the whole photo. All right, what we got here? Sally, I want to request that brush as a gift. It looks amazing. The Escoda brush that you recommended in the past are terrific. I started a couple of large paintings recently. Any advice on working large? Oh my gosh, I love teaching this. So when you're working large, I always recommend you doing a small painting first, maybe a little 4x6, and then maybe a 14x11 or 11x14, 9x12, and then maybe a half sheet to a full sheet. That way, you've got all your things worked out, and when you go to approach that large painting, you are able to really knock it out. And yeah, then you're just going to be ready to enter it into a competition and get judged into a show. So yeah, Sally, keep us in the loop on your brush collecting. And yeah, would love to see. So if you, the best probably way to do that is hit me on Instagram. I don't have a way of getting stuff here, or you can go to my website and you can email it through my website at gabrielstocktonfineart.com. I'm already full on Facebook. They don't allow you to have more than 5,000 friends. So unless I open a business account, that I'll probably have to hire someone to help me to open the business account. Meaning there's just so much to manage and there's going to be so many. I've already got like 5,000 followers in the queue waiting for me to accept. So, but anyhow, enough of that. I really want to get painting because I'm super stoked. But love the questions. Keep the questions coming. Let me switch the camera around. 1 second. Give me just a minute here to reposition my camera. Just so you're not having to look at me and up my nose and up seeing the ceiling and all that business. All right. So here we go. All right. So I've got a nice board here. This is what I'm going to be painting today. Some of you requested boats, bridges, and beaches. So we did a beach last week, and it's somewhere around here. A little while back, someone requested a horse. We did a horse. We also did. We're gonna cut next week. Maybe we're gonna do the bridge, and but today we're gonna do a boat out of water. Okay. Some of you have already seen my boats in water, and today, what we want to accomplish, let's just go ahead and put that there. Put a little tape. So it's all about editing, okay? So when we're doing our work, first of all, we got to ask, are we painting a landscape or a portrait? Is this going vertical or horizontal? I'm going to keep it horizontal. All right. So I like to start with a sketch. Let me grab a piece of paper here. So we've got a nice little piece of paper. And I like to use a mechanical pencil. So right away, I'm just going to go ahead and put this rectangle. I'm going to be painting on a rectangle. The painting surface is going to be a 9 by 12. All right. And all right, I'll make this just a little bit darker. There we go. All right, and so right away I'm gonna draw in some thirds here, like so. And the first thing we don't want to do is we don't want to put our main subject right down in the middle. So this is kind of like a tic-tac-toe board. So this is going to be 3, 3, 3, and 4, 4, and 4. All right. And here's an access point, and here. All right. So the one thing we do not want to do is put this trunk of this tree here. Okay. I like this nice road that's here on an angle. But before I do that, there's actually this little sliver back here. So I'm going to put that in first, like this. It comes up right there. And then I've got this little section that's right here. That comes like so. All right, then we've got a mountain in the background that comes like this, okay, and then cuts back this way. All right, and there we go. So it's been a little tricky. All right, we got someone else showing up here. Hello, Mike. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming by to say hello. He's over on the East Coast. And yeah, it's pretty nice. We got how many now? 13. All right. So right away, I'm gonna put in this boat, and we're just setting up ourselves to win by working on this sketch first, okay? And we're gonna get in here. Dun, dun, dun. This is going to come back here like this. There's these wheels here, like so. There's these wheels over here, like so. That's going to come like that. There's this. This boat is out of the water. So you've got to ask yourself, what's the main story here? Well, it's about our boat. Okay. It's going to come here like this. That's like that. And coming back like so. Like that. Okay. So you're the artist. You get to have the license and freedom to move things around, because not always are we going to take a good photo, right? Sometimes our photos are just these quick little snapshots. I literally think I took this one just driving down the road, sticking my phone out the window while I was parked. I think I had to pick up my daughter from roller skate practice. And so I got a good, simple design here, okay? That's what you want. Simple is more. I want something that just reads really well. And there is my sketch. Okay. So from this stage, I've got this nice dark right here next to this white right here. This comes over like so. And this is the focal point right here. There's some nice angles coming this way, all right, that get you to stop and come here, all right? So this painting is obviously not about the wheels on this thing. So you've got to choose your battles, okay? You've got to decide, what is this about? All right. Let's see what else we got on here. Make sure you're letting us know where you're at. And if this is your first time, don't be shy. Just say hello and leave a comment. I'm going to get my paper. So today's paper is going to be a rough paper. I'm using, this is Fabiano Rough. Maybe you can notice here, this was something I did for my class. And you can see the rough. So if you ever buy one of my paintings, look on the back. I might have did a teaching for my students on the other side. I don't charge more for that. It's just free and extra. All right, who do we got here? And we've got Dee Dee. Hello, Dee. And she's from Kansas. All right, we're starting to connect the dots of everybody that's stopping in. So the sun is starting to go down. So let me just fix. Let me fix the temperature of my picture so that you all can see. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that a little bit better? And I might have to readjust again. We'll just try this for now. All right. You gotta love technology, right? All right. So we're gonna get this bad boy on the road. Let's put that right there. And I need to start putting down some tape really quick. So I've just got some inexpensive brown tape. All right. I have some people showing up with some artist tape, and I'm not a friend of this expensive artist tape. It's good for the artist tape is good for framing your art with, which is like $7 a pop. Now there is some artist tape that's a little bit less, and that one's okay. Like, and I can understand, but I burned through a bunch of tape, and so I'm perfectly fine with ordering some tape off of Amazon, where the nice thing is it shows up super early. But yeah, if you can support local, buy it local. You can. I'm surprised that Costco doesn't sell tape. Let me know if you guys have Costco selling tape yet. That would be really smart. Like, I would buy seriously 5 rolls of this tape if they sold it. I usually don't go this high, but due to the camera situation, I have to tape it a little bit higher. This size, so it is 9 by 12 if you're just joining. I just bumped the camera, apologize. Here we go. All right, so I already have these little ticks here. So this is coming up here to here. So who was it that asked about painting large? And Sally. Sally was the one that she asked. If you're just now getting here, Sally was talking about painting large. So when I take, it's no different than taking this small sketch, Sally, to this. So this right here is maybe a little bit smaller than 4 by 6. And so, see, I have already my grid designed, all right? So what I'm going to do is just transfer now my design. So I know right about here is the front of the boat, and then it comes back like this on an angle. Okay, and then it comes like this. And I'm looking both now at my sketch and the photo. Okay, and then I know this boat comes bigger here and up like so. Okay, and you can play around with your shape. If anything, I'm that person that gives a lot of grace for kind of designing and changing the shape. Okay. Who else we got here? Hello, welcome. All right. So now I'm looking at this. So right here, if you draw from corner to corner, and right here is my center line. Okay. So I really don't want anything of interest there. So I'm going to go a little bit in front of that line. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here more back this way. Like that. And come up here. This goes a little bit smaller. We've got this nice window here. And there's this edge here. Like so. And we got that nice choke. Okay. And then we've got this cool little roof thing here. It comes like this. And up. And back. Like that. Okay. This kind of swivels up. that. And then there's this like seat. I'm gonna move it and change it around a little. Okay. This comes like that. My wheels are here. Then this thing comes down here. And we've got that like so. Coming like this and down like that. We've got this nice little curb that's back here. We've got that little grassy area that comes like this. Then we've got our little mountain in the background, which is quite lovely. This one comes down here, stops there, and this one is over here with these lovely trees. And so we're going to be doing some sky with a little bit of soft edges to a little bit of hard edging in there in our painting. Back here are some cars, but really they're just going to be some fun shapes. There's another car over here, but he is not the star of the show. He is just ambiance. Okay. We've got our road here, like that. All right, so we've got this boat, right? And I've made this just a titch taller there. So what I think I want to do is put a little bit of action in here, okay? So usually there's like a guy maybe up here. Maybe he is getting ready to go fishing, because they go fishing with these boats and they usually put fishing poles up here that are kind of like up and down. All right, so maybe this guy is kind of doing something here. So maybe we'll have him doing some kind of action movement. That way it looks like he's actually doing something. Okay. And maybe we have another guy who is just kind of just sitting here and waiting. Okay. It's good to have a story. That's very helpful. Actually, we'll just go ahead and put a third person. So what have I done? I've got a nice line of a mountain coming this way, that way, and we've got this. We've got this boat that's here, and we've got some movement, and we've got some kind of, life. There's like a heartbeat, okay, in this painting. All right. And there's no rails here on this thing. Isn't that just interesting? So there's my photo. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get started. So the next thing you want to do is we're going to hop in here and take this neat eraser. And this is where it gets fun. I'm going to just lighten up those lines. Okay. Just like so. Very nice. All right. I've got my cup of water here. And I've got, these are the brushes I'll be using. I've got 2 perlas. Actually 3 perlas. This is a 18, 10, and a 12. I have a Chronos, number 6. These are all Escoda. And I've got a number 14. Now, if you go to get a brush like this, what you're going to want is a round mop, okay? If they try to sell you an oval mop, just say no. No thanks. All right. Just recently had a situation with a student, and they were having a hard time finding the Escoda brushes at a certain store, and it was kind of a bummer. But yeah, what do? You just go ahead and keep smiling and make the best of your watercolor adventure. So, a place I like to get my stuff, if you're going online, is Cheap Joe's. They are super cool peeps, and yeah, check them out. So, I'm going to use magnesium blue for my sky today. I really want a super cool sky. And get rocking and rolling here. Let's get in there. There we go. Very nice. And mixing it up. There we go. Nice and light. There we go. I'm going to add some more water to this. Just like that. Alright. Just have some paper towels nearby. I'm going to go here and check and see if there's any comments, any questions. Alright. So, we've got a nice soft edge to make over here. I have to fix this lighting situation one more time for some reason. Okay, let me change, I guess, the shutter. Nope. Oh. Come on. Let's see. Alright. It's a little bit lighter than what I'm actually seeing. So let's... No, that is... Thank you for bearing with me with technology. Just dialing in this so you can see. Let's check our contrast. Oh, I can see more picture. That's helpful. All right. Well, let's try that, and we'll move forward. So the sky is a little bit darker. For some reason, it's a little light right now, so that's okay. And let's get some green going. While I got this here, I want a nice soft edge, okay? So there's these nice green trees and whatnot that you have right here. I'm gonna grab me some thicker paint and with some lovely tiger's eye. And I'm gonna get up in here, and there are some thicket of trees. So if I throw in this paint right here, it's gonna move up into that sky. It's gonna create that really nice fuzzy tree look. And that's what I want to create. But it's a little bit cool. I need to cool it down. I mean, it's a little too warm for my taste. So let's cool it down and build it up in value. I need this to run this way. Okay. Now, this area right here, 1 second. For some reason, my camera's do. All right, we're back. I'm not quite sure. Hang in there. We're just doing some little adjustments. During these afternoon Zooms, the lighting's changing. All right. How's that? They're always updating technology. You gotta stay up on this stuff. There we go. All right. You guys are so patient with me. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this area, but I need to make sure I go around our boat. Okay. There's a little more gray going on. So what I need to do is, with that green, I need to add brown. I need to add some warmth to it. This one over here is going to come in kind of grayish. So I'm over here mixing in some greens with some browns and reds. All right. And we're almost there. Here we go. So I'm going to come in here. The reason why I went with this textured paper today is because I have so much of this foliage back here. Okay. And the little trick with this is I need it to be somewhat light. Okay. And then when I get in over here by our actual boat, I need a nice light color. So just this is the part where you just slow down a little bit, like that. Okay. Got this. Now it's connecting into here. All right. We're going to rinse our brush and get some quinacridone deep gold. Get in here. This is going to be nice and light and sunny. Right in there, like that. Okay. I'll lighten this up coming this way. And nice and light going here. Got our people right there. There we go. That's looking nice and lovely. We've got this section back here, like this. Actually go ahead and paint right through our guy here for now. And we've got to grab in here, like that. There we go. So we got this nice golden color here. And what I get to do now is I get to grab this perla. And I get to go and grab some nice, thick, juicy paint. And I want turquoise. And now I get to do all this greenery stuff in here. If you paint nice and loose like this, you're going to create and whatnot without having to fuss and count all the different leaves, okay? Trust me on this. If you count all the tree limbs and how many tree limbs are right there and how many leaves are on there, that's just gonna, you're gonna have this dull kind of painting. If I come in here with these lovely darker greens, now this white is really gonna pop. All right, you're all still here. Oh, some of you came back, or some of you popped in here. That's awesome. And we're gonna fix the lighting one more time. There we go. And let's open up. Okay. Minus, so it's funny, my arm in the way makes it just right. And I move my arm. Okay, let's go with that. All right, we've got this lovely color that's kind of just underneath. So this has got to be super light right in here. Almost where it's almost just straight up water, okay? And I know you all can paint like this. One of the really good news is that you can join me at Cheap Joe's. I will be doing a workshop coming up here soon. We are going to be out there teaching in May when I get back from Italy. You can go on their website, and if you can't make it, you can join me in August. In August, I will be teaching on Zoom, and it's going to be a good time. We are putting together the syllabus. It'll be online soon, and I'm so looking forward to it. All right, we've got this other area that needs to come in kind of nice and bright. So I'm going to play around and start something new down here. And that's really bright, huh? And now I'm going to warm it up with some golden ochre. Okay. And the opposite of golden ochre is blue. And you got to use the right blue so it doesn't turn green. So we're going to knock that out like right there. Okay. So we're starting to slowly hone this in, okay? With watercolor, you kind of get to bounce around. All right, we got something from Sally. Let's check out what Sally's. Gabriel, I like the number 18 brush. The large sheet I'm working with is 29 by 42. All right. That's a big Mama Jamma. And it is, well, I have some paper here, Sally, that is actually 52 inches by 10 yards. So yours is pretty nice as well. Cold press, she says, the painting will be leaves, tree branches in light coming from behind, so it's backlit, and the paper was a gift. I've never seen the sheet so large. It takes a while, painting slowly. Oh, yes. So, just like the interviews that I'm doing right now, currently with other artists, my goal is to interview other artists that are working in different styles, but all watercolor. All right. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. All right, so this is going to set up this nice little foreground. This boat is coming along. One of my other favorite colors that I'm going to grab right now is Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. Let me grab that color now. So this is a permatech color. That's what that P is. Just like this ring is amethyst and this ring right here is lapis. These are minerals and this is a mineral as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that over here on my palette. And we're going to use this lovely color underneath our boat for a really nice glow. Okay. All right. So I need a nice white edge to stay first. So I'm going to come down just a little bit. All right. I'm going to add more water this time to my mixture. Coming right in here. Like that. And these cool lines that come back this way. Okay. And I'm just going to bring it on down like that. I'm not sure why my screen just froze. This is so weird. I don't understand why we're having so many technical issues today. All right, we are back. All right, so we are back in business. All right, so we have our boat. Now we've got some wonderful stuff going on here. This is getting nice and dry here. So we can start putting in some nice darks. And we gotta have nice darks over in our area of our painting. And we'll put this one here. And we've got another nice dark to put. So I'm using now some lovely neutral tint. And we've got this lovely dark right here by this window. And this little section here. Like that. Alright, so we're creating this lovely window. And then this little nice edge here. And this wonderful edge here. Alright. And I'm going to charge that with some lovely... Oh, what was that? Yeah, the Sleeping Beauty. There we go. And I can go more. I can go with some nice thick paint right there. Alright, so we've got a lovely edge of our boat here. This little thing is going to just have some nice little bits and pieces. Like that. There is some greenery that's back here and right here. Okay. And on the front of our boat, there is this little nice section here that comes like that. And then we've got, this is called negative painting, my friends. Okay, so we're creating a shape by cutting around it. Now we've got trees back there, but I've got to cut in this lovely shape of our little shelter thing here. Okay, so those are probably some eucalyptus trees in the background, like that. And we've got this nice greenery here. We've got our person here. So I slowly took my time bringing these trees down and around our people and our boat. Okay, so now we're starting to get this lovely sense of a middle ground and a background. Okay, there we go. That's why I love rough paper, because I can create some forgiving shapes and edges. Cutting around the boat here. This is going to create that lovely glow. Don't forget our little car that's back here. There we go. Then we've got that green of our little grass area. That's right there. Okay, and then it lightens up as it comes forward. I need to lighten up really good, because right here is our wonderful trailer hitch, and that's got to come forward. That's going to pop really nice. All right, so we got the back of the boat here to crop in. There's our grass there. It's quite lovely. We've got some greenery that's over here. Doo-doo-doo. Sally. Sally's over here. She says, you mentioned using blue over the yellow tone that wouldn't look green. What color of blue did you recommend that would stay blue without? So I used quinacridone, and in that quinacridone, that might have had some lovely like burnt sienna. And when you mix burnt sienna and cobalt blue, you get this like lovely mixture. Okay, so we're building up that foreground to have a look of some grays. Okay, good question. Super good question. Thank you so much. All right. There's a motor back here. So we gotta cut in around the motor. And then we've got our guy here. Dun, dun, dun. There's some trees. We've got some cars. know if I'm going to have enough time to get all those cars in back there, but we'll get in as much as we can today. Watercolor Wednesday. All right. Moving along, we've got these nice little edges up in here. These are where this is where those fishing poles kind of go. Now, if I painted this boat in the water, I'd probably add the fishing poles, but not so much for while it's parked. You probably wouldn't want your fishing pole to fly off. This edge needs to be a little softer. It's really good to have some soft edges and some nice hard edges. I need some thick, wonderful paint. Next, and we're gonna create some of these other trees that are here. These little trees need some more water. Alright, we're having a small little difficult issue. And we do have Sally saying she's enjoying the negative painting that makes the boat pop. I've never had this many issues. I don't know what's going on with the internet right now, but it seems like we are not getting a camera. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Well, I am not sure what's going on. Something is overheating, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. This has never been an issue here. So, well, it's already 4:30. Holy cow, we've had so many times of just readjusting. So let me just go over what my goal is. So in this painting, we talked about composition today. We talked about, thanks to Sally asking the question about going from a small piece to a large piece. And it's by making this nice grid that I know that it can transform over here to our lovely painting. And we did get to talk a little bit today about doing some negative painting, and that's so I want to show I want to show the white of the paper so you can see. I'm not sure why we're overheating. So here's the white of the paper. And by having the white of the paper, now you can see where I left my whites, and you can see where I soften up areas. Now, do you see, and if you're just now joining us, sorry, we've had a couple of technical issues today, but this is called a soft edge or lost edges, okay? This is called a hard edge. So if you're just now showing, I will put this up. And then we did some negative painting where we saved our whites. I was starting to build my value around the area that was going to be of our interest. And I will put in a guy that looks like he's moving and two people that are kind of sitting there. What I will do here is I will put this trailer, which is going to be nice and dark, and it's going to shove back that greenery background. I will give a little bit of interest to the cars, but it will not be so much definition that they will come forward. And I will just put another pass of probably neutral tint over this area and bring in some palm trees right over here that'll be hanging. And I'll call it good. And so I apologize for the technical difficulties today, but I'll iron it out and figure out what's going on, and we'll be back. So thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you coming here for the last, I'm moving into this, or like 2.5 years, 3 years. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, we'll figure out what's going on, and we'll be back doing this again next week. And so we've done beaches, boats, and next week we're going to do bridges. And if you have some cool ideas of other things that you'd like to see me paint, please go ahead. And thank you so much for hitting subscribe, because there is daily content, and we have more of our wonderful interviews. And if you haven't seen that interview of Carrie, check that out after this. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and go ahead and just keep painting, because you're going to inspire the world. You're going to encourage someone else. And for those people that can't paint, they're going to enjoy buying your paintings. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye.